let their love of each other be a seal upon their hearts and a crown upon their heads. Bless them in their work and in their companionship, awake and asleep, in joy and in sorrow, in life and in death.
Right, can I have all the medic suits on this side of the room, please? Chop it on up. Alright.
Dad!
Dad? Come on, Dad. Josh, come on. Is this all the medic suits now? Okay.
Linval!
Sit out.
Okay, first of all, I'd like to thank friends and family for attending this special occasion. And I'd like the opportunity, first of all, of saying to the page boy how well behaved he's been, up to a certain point. And secondly, to my son Alex, who has done most of the arrangement in this room, as you can see. Bridesmaids, who I'd say really look wonderful today. First of all, Charlotte. And the next of all, I have to say, how stunning my daughter was. And also I'd like to say, well, now that they're both married together, I'd like to see Adele take good care of her man. I hope John takes good care of my daughter. And all I can say, well, I wouldn't say else, he's a very good chap. So, you know, also his parents for a lovely, well, job. And also the grandparents, not forgetting the grandparents, which sat over this side here, and in the middle, and also my mother over the back there. And I'd just like to say how really special this day has been with the weather. And also on behalf of me, I'd like to say thank you for everybody for turning around for this special day. So next of all, I'll pass you over to my son, who would like to say a few things. And thank you very much.
I've not planned anything necessarily to say, but I know what I want to say in my mind, because obviously it's been apparent to me as the day went on. This morning, obviously, I was here early setting up this room, but then I went down to the church, and I was obviously getting ready down there, and it's kind of all been a bit of a blur, to be honest with you, because there's been that much going on. Adele has done so much in organising the wedding. She's done it all herself, which I'm very proud of her about. And then kind of in the last few seconds, I kind of felt like my role just kicked in, maybe on Wednesday morning, to kind of finish off the rest of everything that needed doing. So I've kind of made sure that all went to plan. So when everything was ready today, just as the wedding was about to commence, I kind of stopped for a second and took breath. And then the car pulls up outside the church, and I couldn't even look inside the car. I was choked at the thought of knowing that when I saw Adele, I was going to be really, really just emotional. And then when I actually did look inside the car, she probably can remember, I couldn't even speak. I was absolutely just lost for words, and I just went, oh good, and then I just walked away. I was absolutely, because the theme of the wedding we hope would be fairy tale, and I think it has been fairy tale. That was what we hoped for with this room, and I wanted it to be like a princess's wedding. And if you look at the wedding, let's take a fairy tale, and Josh will know Shrek. Shrek's one of his favourite films. If we take Shrek, you could say that Dad's Shrek. I suppose I'll have to be the goofy sidekick, the donkey. But then if you take Adele today, in the film, Fiona was already a beautiful person, but at the end of the film she turned into an absolutely stunning princess. And today Adele looks more beautiful than I could ever imagine. She's absolutely stunning, she really is. I want to give her a round of applause. I think obviously my dad will be very, very proud today, because obviously he's seen the first of his children to get married, and I can empathise with how my dad must feel, because obviously me being the oldest, I've seen, obviously there was Emma, then there was Adele and Amy, Grace, Megan and Olivia, and more recently Joshua and Sam. You were in the proud position to see your generation of the family grow up, so it's been a very emotional day in seeing such a special event for Adele. And if you take the theme of the fairy tale once again and look at the big friendly giant that is John, and he certainly is that, one of the most nice people you could ever wish to meet, and I'm so proud and happy that she's met somebody like John. I think John's a wonderful person. From the moment that they met, I've always thought it was really nice, and I'm glad that they found love with each other, and I'm really proud of what they've got and achieved with each other today. So I wish you all the best from this point forward. And in Shrek, one of the key songs from that film was I Need a Hero, and I think Adele has certainly found herself a hero in John, and John has found himself a princess within Adele. I wish them all the best.
I would just like to say a few words, and I must admit that I'm a bit nervous about it really. I am used to talking to large groups of people, but they're all about this size, because I'm a primary school teacher, so you could help me a lot by coming and sitting cross-legged on the carpet. No, don't bother doing that. I was delighted when John rang me to ask if I would be his best man. I consider it a privilege to be involved in the wedding, and I expected one of his mates to be best man, but you see, seeing as how he's a traffic warden, he hasn't got any mates anymore. And if you add to that he's an Oldham Athletic supporter, it's a wonder anybody bothers with him at all. Anyway, somebody did bother with him, and he was very fortunate that it was Adele, who, as everyone said so far, is absolutely stunning. She's always been stunning. She always has a lovely smile. I've known Adele for a couple of years. I've known John from the very beginning. In fact, I was going to say since he was little, but he's never been little. He nearly gave the vicar a hernia when he went to his christening, you know what I mean? But since then I've been to his birthdays, his family gatherings, Christmas, Whit Friday, things like that, and I've seen him grow into a fine young man. In fact, it's fair to say he's my favourite nephew. Well, he's my only nephew, but he's my favourite anyway. But I probably know as much as some of you do, and maybe a bit more than some others, about John. But last week at the wedding rehearsal, I found something out that I didn't know. I didn't realise that he was such a devout, religious person. And it wasn't until John and Adele went up to the altar to kneel, and his jacket just rode up, that I saw this. I thought, well, and I thought that was something to do with football. John and Adele are two young people with a whole lifetime in front of them, and they can look forward to it together. Take the next step in life.
Just to remind you that two hearts are living in just one mind. You know we're two hearts living in just one mind.
Baby.